Single-family residences can place up to 3 gallons of used motor oil and up to 3 filters next to their collection carts for curbside pickup.
Hello, my name is Scott Miner. I'm a Castro Valley business owner and Castro Valley resident. My wife and I own Lime Leaf Tie in the Castro Village Shopping Center. And we got interested and involved with the Lincoln Highway Association after we took a trip across the United States, all the way from San Francisco to New York in Times Square. So the Lincoln Highway was the first transcontinental road, automobile road that went all the way from New York to San Francisco. A lot of us know about the transcontinental railroad that went all the way across, but a lot of people, the Lincoln Highway has been left to history, and a lot of people aren't familiar with it. So we got real encouraged and interested after it, watching a PBS show, and we found out that it traveled right through Castro Valley and actually just a few blocks from where we live. The Lincoln Highway came into being basically by a gentleman by the name of Carl Fisher. He owned the Packard Company, I believe. And him, along with other companies like Goodyear Tire and some of the other big industrial companies of the day, decided that it would be a good thing to have a transcontinental roadway that would go from coast to coast. Once the automobile became established as a viable piece of transportation other than the horse-drawn carriage, we could see that people were going to travel across the country and such. So what these gentlemen did is they set out across the country to try to map out a continuous route that would go from one community to the next to the next. And that's essentially where the Lincoln Highway came up with the name or the term Main Street Across America. Because if we think about it, every small community back in those days had a roadway that went to the next small community in each direction, whether it was east or west of it or north or south. And by carefully selecting the communities, you could connect a continuous roadway that went between cities and towns all the way across the United States. What we wanted to do to commemorate the 100th anniversary here in Castro Valley is my wife and I and our restaurant here, Lime Leaf Tie, we sponsored putting up 15 of these Lincoln Highway signs across areas of Castro Valley here. All the way spanning from Foothill Boulevard and Fairmont Hospital, all the way out to Palo Verde Road and Eden Canyon out in the eastern section of the area. So take a peek around town and you'll probably see some of these historic signs around the sections of Lincoln Highway. They also occur on Redwood Road, Grove, and also Dublin Canyon Road, as well as Foothill. Yeah, so before the iPad, this is what the Lincoln Highway most people used nowadays or in modern days here to go across it before Google Maps. So it was a well put together book that detailed a lot of the areas and much of the details and highlights to see around the United States as we went across it and such as. But the Google Maps offer much more clarity and much more ease of use for the traveler nowadays. So, yeah, and this is the 100th year anniversary proclamation of the Lincoln Highway that was sponsored by Supervisor Nate Miley here in District 4 that covers Castro Valley. And he sponsored this, and this is to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln Highway's establishment across the country. And Nate Miley, he isn't the only person that's done that. Numerous communities, towns, cities, states, and counties across the United States have done this same thing to commemorate the 100th anniversary. So these will all be headed to Kearney, Nebraska, and they'll all join together at one location there, celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln Highway.
Single and multi-family residences can drop off used oil and filters at certified collection centers. Visit cvsan.org for a list of locations.